smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Buffalo Bills. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
On 23-yard line.
On the set. 53, check 53. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Shoot! Check three. Bam!
They'll run on first down. Brooks. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, defense, all day. Fox try. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the ready.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Martinez looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 60 or 45. Leo. 5.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rock it.
They'll run with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Move.
Here's 2nd and 8. Caught by Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. You're out.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big Run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Fair. Check 9, check 9. Check 26, check 26.
The give to Taylor. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Look at me. Go, get it.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
30 base.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You ready?
45, Mike, 45. Got one. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Go 58's the Mike. Here we go. Check 9.
Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Sam off.
Shift.
Come.
3. Slam. Kill.
Hey, lock it.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Say.
Now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Right here. Go. Mike, 53. Mike. Check. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. You can't block me. You can't.
Looking to throw. Martinez got his open man. It's Carr. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Brooks. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Martinez looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Bears first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
Charlie, 56. Mike 56. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Back to throw. Martinez. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Martinez. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here we go, here we go. Ken Lobo. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2nd down and inches. That is caught inside the 5. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Leo.
Taylor. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Taylor. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The Bills send the punter out. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On first down, it's Brooks. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go. 53 to Mike. Rabbit. Let's go.
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Back to throw. Martinez. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
53 to Mike.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Martinez. He's going to walk one. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta. 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
2nd and 4. Complete. It's Johnson. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3.
Now Taylor. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Taylor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the double.
Check 45 at the mic. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Fair.
On 3rd down, Taylor shedding through the defense. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. 8, read.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. 45. Go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm letting you know right now.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, come on, 45.
Get it.
To throw again, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go. Yes.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. T. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete enough. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
17 yards. And the Bears first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Defense wins championships, baby. C6. 53's mine. Joe. Are you getting ahead? Are you getting ahead? Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Ready.
Back to throw. Martinez. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down now, it's Brooks, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Bears.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Martinez now on first down, and that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Martinez throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 15, line it. 15 line. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's going to be caught. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, T. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Leo,
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Bills on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11.
45.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Bravo! Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now Martinez on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Flowers. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 58, right?
Off play action. Lawrence looking deep now for McCoy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Right here. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 10, go.
To throw is Martinez. Going to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 53.
Martinez operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
On 4th down, Martinez. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Charlie. 53, Mike, 53. Check Mike, check Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Ready.
On first down, Martinez. Throw left side complete. It's Flowers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down, Bears.
Hey, here we go. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Focus, defense, focus. 53.
Martinez now throwing on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Martinez on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Martinez. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was